Okay, okay, what is happening? My tube. How we do? We have a mic in. Okay. Yes. Okay. Guys, I think we are live. Hello. Good morning, YouTuber. Welcome to the live lounge. Everybody, welcome, welcome. How is everyone this morning? I've got such debris over here. If you're looking over there from that camera, don't even look. It's such a mess. I need to turn this around a little bit. Hello, everybody. Hello. Let my double check you can right. Good. Right. Okay. Woo, it's hot. Hello. Yeah. For some side of the UK in our Indian summer. How is everybody? TikTok fans. I'm streaming on multiple channels, but you probably might want to nip over to the YG because I'm going to be screen sharing in a minute, and it's just you can see it on YTube. You can't see it on TikTok, but you're welcome to be wherever you want to be. The chat is open. So I've got some topics for today. So for the topic today, actually, yeah, I need to. The subject for today is going to be two things. So one is unlocking your online entrepreneurial mindset, steps to building a business online that you love, so something that you want to do. And then part of this is also going to be how to deal with creating online services or products, and how to deal with customers, clients that can't afford you. Because at a certain point, you will want to go a bit. At a certain point, you will be, if you're not already, a bit of an expert in your field, and people will want more of you. So if they want more of you, obviously time is money. And when it comes to doing things that I do, which is for myself, building businesses, you know, I give wholly myself, like one-to-ones with people. So that, you know, is not an easy thing to do. Yeah, there is a relevance to whether can someone afford it, right? Because you're not going to do it for like a $5, let's be honest. Let's have a little bit of storytelling. Hello, everybody. And don't forget, I am live. I don't know if I can add this over here. Let me see if I can. I can, maybe. Yeah. We all know certain platforms going to hate that, but it's what it is. Right. So, so the YouTube channel is Content Coach Ali, because Ali is available. So there you go, guys. Right. First of all, as well, thank you. We had so many new people as well join the Business Bundle Besties, which is up here. 48-hour victory sale. I should add it to here as well. I am just going to pop this in quickly so you can see where it is. But on YTube. But. Give me titles. Here we go. Titles. I like this one. Okay. Okay, so I have added that. So if anybody wants that, you can see that there as well. Okay, guys. So I need greens. We need some more because I'm desktop right now. Oof. Means I kind of off. I need to close the view. Let's close those. If anyone is emailing me, please note I'm not going to read emails on a live because it's going to take too long. There we go. All right, let's close that. So let's give you a bit of a role play, or a little, not even a role play, to why everybody does bang on about mindset. So I am going to start about this because one of the biggest things I deal with people, especially when I'm coaching them, is mindset. And the biggest thing is lack of confidence and no self-belief, 100%. And quite frankly, I find this a some. I have to remind people, the majority of people I coach are 30 years upwards, I would say, particularly people in their 40s, 45s, 50s, starting a business, working out things that we can do in their business to create extra income or help them grow their business and go in another direction, because what they're doing is just not able to monetize it, right? And quite often that's because they're not in the right niche. But we'll go into that, a little bit later. So yeah, the biggest thing I have for people is, well, you've had children, you've brought up a family, you've gone through divorce, or you've gone through cancer, or you've gone through this, you've gone through that. All of these horrible horror stories that most people have got in their life of one sort or another, for me, is a skill and it's a talent. And one of the things I do with people is dig really deep when it comes to building their business to help them pivot that resilience into something entrepreneurial. So when you have your own online business in particular, when you're an entrepreneur, so by the way, let's just make the difference between someone who's got an online business and an entrepreneur. So the difference is, are you making £1,000 a month, or are you making 10 and 20,000 a month? So people that are making 10k upwards a month, I definitely consider an entrepreneur. Someone who is not making that, for me, they're just getting started. Not a problem, it really has to start somewhere. Let me see if I can just pivot TikTok you guys around here a little bit. Bear with me, as I've got multiple things on my desk, and I have got some things. I know you're waiting for them, and I will give them to you in a moment. Okay, so as you guys know, very briefly, I took the UK government to court, the Department of Work and Pensions. I self-represented, so I was my own solicitor, I was my own barrister, and I won. Wasn't an easy thing to do at all. Hello guys, I'm streaming live over here, so if you're seeing me look over here, it's because I've got different screens on. Saturdays I do a live lounge on YTube, normally at 10 o'clock, but we had a bit of a late one last night, so it was 10:30. Okay, so yeah, let's get back to this. Mindset to enable me to do that was like crucial, and definitely, as you can all imagine, at one point I wouldn't say that I wanted to crumble. I never felt that, because I felt so fundamentally wronged by them, as when I worked there. So attached to give people aware I've got a disability, I made them aware of it. When I was working, they in the UK, so YouTube, in case you don't know, the Department of Pensions in the UK, they deal with everybody's health. And they're meant to be really the leading governing body, I would say, on helping vulnerable people or people with health conditions with state benefits, so they're not left like, well, a lot of you guys are left in the US if you don't have savings, right? So that is meant to be their role. So the irony of this is that I was working for them as a self-employed specialist, a trainer, work coach, And they treated me, they broke their own policies, basically. They broke their own policies and they broke the equality laws, the Equality Act of 2010, multiple times, I might add. And they were also found to have been guilty of unlawful harassment as well by the courts as well. So quite a full stack for a government body that is meant to be the beacon of light for lots of people who have disabilities, and worse, deplorable example of how not to behave in the workplace. So there we go. So mindset. As I said, I never felt that I was crumbling, but the actual, I mean, it made me really unwell. I'm not going to lie. In the second week, physically, I had feet cramps. I couldn't, on the second week, half of the second week, and from then on I had to attend from home because the actual internal stress gave me such bad body cramps, particularly feet, that I could not put any weight on my feet. So I couldn't even walk anywhere, let alone walk into a courtroom. So really bad. Obviously palpitations. I had to go and see the doctor because I like my whole right arm went dead. It had pins and needles, all this stuff. So everyone was going, yeah, heart attack, right? Was I going to give up? Like my doctor was going, maybe you should just stop. I said, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. So that person, and this is something that I won't say you have to this degree, but when it comes to building a business online, the online world is very competitive. Just like in a court of law, it is competitive. You're going to have like the judge and you're going to have their side and you, right? So you always have to be a person that little bit further, care that little bit more. Principles and ethics are pinnacle of everything I do. I think when you have your online business, because the online business world is so competitive, if you let people show that you are not like so many people, simply on a level of ethics, it goes a long way. Just for starters. The other thing is obviously having certain tools, right? Tools in order to deal with things you're having to come up against. So, in business, never make decisions when you are feeling emotional, and don't be led if you've got a business idea and you're thinking, like, will this business idea work? Will it not work? Don't be led by what makes the most amount of money. If you're seeing loads of people making money online with a certain idea, don't think necessarily, oh, that's going to work for me. That's going to be, that's the one for me because it's making money. Never, ever, ever choose a business niche for that way. Yes, a business niche does need to be cool, 100%. But don't do something that is so obviously not aligned to you just because you feel it's going to make money, because you're not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to talk about it endlessly. You're not going to feel really passionate about it and do all of these other things, which you are going to be required to. If anyone's following me and you look at the amount of content that I put out, obviously I'm a content coach, obviously, so it is kind of second nature to me. You don't have to put out this amount of content. 100% you don't have to do that. But I'm very passionate about what I do, so that's why I do it. So there we go. I could go, oh, it's a Saturday morning. Maybe I should I should actually be going out for a walk and having a prawn salad and a shandy or something like that. But no, guys, because I know lots of you are in after the weekend, you're having your coffee, you're cleaning your house. Hopefully you've got me on doing whatever you're doing, and these little golden nuggets are going to be going in. So in the chat on YTube, can you put what is the biggest mindset block you have faced or you are facing right now in either starting your business or growing your business or taking your business to the next level? What is it for you that is the block? Is it like knowledge? Is it fear? Is it you don't know one? They don't know how to do it. They go to whoever and sometimes they get ripped off. I'm not gonna lie. I've got people that I coach that have come to me because they've paid 3 and 4 grand for a course online from people that are quite well known, have large affiliates that do a lot of pushing for them, and these people don't even have a website. They don't even have a website, guys. So after they've paid all this money, so you know who you are. No, it's not funny. I'm not laughing about that. But yeah, that's for real. You should be asking questions, ask credentials, ask to see people's YouTube blog, you know, look for timestamps. Have they just like people who can show you nothing than a TikTok account that has been up a few months, I would be very wary of, to be brutally honest. If they've got other things that they have, right, that can back this up, what they're saying, then yeah, that's I would say definitely. Living life so soft, fear of not making enough money each month. Bear with me, I'm going to drink my cheeky cappuccino. Oh God, I love coffee so much. Fear of not making enough money each month. Right. How much money do you need to make, and how much money do you want to make? So we need to cut all of your bills and maybe 500 more. And then what would be your realistic like goal above that? So yes, this is why lots of people stay chained to the 9 till 5, right? I can tell you 100%. If you're one of these people, and guys, FYI, I used to work in the job centre in the UK, right? So I've seen it all. I've seen it all. There's really not a lot I haven't seen. People that, I'm talking about people that worked in the job centre at this point. I'm not talking about people coming to look for jobs. People that work in these sorts of 9 till 5 places because it gives security. It depends what the job is. Guys, in the US, we have a very bad employment laws over here. You can just get fired for, and they don't actually need a reason anymore. That was a law that was passed in 2021, I believe. So people, like, you can just be fired from your job now with no reason at all. I know that's going to be bonkers to my US followers, but that's how it is. And we also have this horrible thing as well in the UK called zero contract hours, which basically gives an employee no security whatsoever, and it just gives the employer a golden glove to really take the piss. There's no other way of saying it. Basically, there's no security in the UK job market for the majority of roles and the majority of employees. There are some good employers. I'm not saying all employers are bad, but they're very hard to find. When I was working at the Department of Work and Pensions, I was working with people that have only done that job or have done it for 5 years, 10 years. They know nothing outside of that job. Literally nothing. Most of them don't even know how to use TikTok. So what happens if they lose their job for whatever reason? They're going to be screwed because they have no other skills outside of what they're doing. Lots of businesses, especially when it comes to like a government agency or something like that, or a hospital, these sorts of places have specific systems that have been created just for them. So it's not like you're using Word or you're using PowerPoint or you're using Excel. I mean, you might some of those softwares and systems, right? But the majority of these places have their own softwares. So you're trained to use that software. You're not trained to use anything else. Equally, when I was working for DWP, I trained loads of work coaches and team leaders on self-employment and disability rights. The irony of this whole thing, disability rights for disabled claimants who are self-employed. Oh dear. The irony. Anyway, most of the team leaders that I was training had no idea of self-employment, and when I asked them questions, pertinent questions, it was mind-blowingly clear that they did not have a single Scooby about self-employment outside of what it would look like or reflect on a universal credit claim. Very concerning. Very concerning indeed. When I was working there, I received no other training on anything other than maybe their introductory systems, and then some stuff that I decided to do, mental health or domestic violence. I did some training on that sort of stuff, right? But other than that, nothing at all. I was there 2.5 years. When I compare that to people that I coach in my plan, in my 365 plan, in 12 months, they have not only a fully fledged online business, but most importantly, they have learned all the key skills to do that again if they wanted to. All of their web design, their search engine optimization, how to create products, how to sell the products, most importantly, how to do all of the different marketing that you need to do on all the different levels, like literal skills, digital skills, entrepreneurial skills, online publishing skills, all sorts of skills that they could use and do in a whole load of other ways. So for people that are saying they are scared about not being able to make a certain amount of money, one, look to your skill set. Where do you need to skill up, right? Seriously, where do you need to skill up? Because these people on social media that do these BS reels and TikToks about, oh my God, template and put it in my Stan store and now I'm making £10,000 a month. I mean, I make a lot more than that a month, but I'm telling you what, it's bloody hard work. It's not easy. Anyone that's in my inner circles, you will know that. Anyone that I'm working with, I'm creating content, I'm recording tutorials, I'm having meetings with you, I'm doing all sorts of things. You just sit there with your phone out and it drops into your bank, guys. We'd be millionaires, wouldn't we? Like, very fast. It doesn't work like that. So that's BS, number one. Successful online entrepreneurs work. I'm not saying that they work. I don't work anything like the hours I used to work in a 9 till 5. I will say that. So I'm earning 5 times the amount, 5 times my monthly salary, easy, on one income stream. I've got a few on one income stream, and I would say I probably legitimately work about, if I was to knuckle down, probably about 5 hours. That's not including the content, because I do go live a fair bit. So without the content, actual maybe let's say maybe 10 actually, including meetings. So maybe 10. So that's a lot less hours a week to create a lot more income. I hate this phrase, work smarter, not harder. But one of the reasons why employers hate people being on social media, having outside pursuits, is not because it's going to take them away from their job. As well, it might do if they earn more money and if they're treated better by everybody online than they are at work. So maybe it's for employers to skill up. One of the reasons why they don't want you to do that is because it removes that like stick that they're hitting you with, right? Oh, you need to stay here because of security, because of your salary, because of this, you're that. When I was being threatened by the Department of Work and Pensions, and I'm sorry to keep going back to this, guys, but it's the only way I can, because this actually happened. I'm talking about myself because I don't really want to talk about other people's situations that I know of. When I started taking legal action against them, the first thing they did after I've been off work on a disability-related sick leave absence was whack me into one of those attendance management and try and fire me, which obviously they didn't do. They tried it 3 times, in actual fact, this process, 3 times. And one, I was a bit of a warrior and I battled because I knew, like, you cannot do this. You're bending the Equality Act's rules. You're not, like, following law. And secondly, I was quite aloof. I was like, okay, fire me. Do I really need the salary? It's not like I need the salary I don't need your salary to exist. Other people need salaries to exist. I do not. So that put me in a much better situation because they weren't able to threaten me financially. Another thing, when you're on sick leave, in the UK, In France, I know in France, I've lived in France, it's a lot better because you pay into something. In the UK, after a certain amount of time, you're on half sick leave or literally nothing at all. So people are fundamentally working when they're not well enough to work, mental health or something else, because they've got bills to pay, they've got kids to keep. When it comes to mindset, as a parent in particular, you need to be able to provide. You're a provider. A parent is a provider. I am a single parent and I'm a widow. I have money coming in from nobody else. There's no other man, there's no other woman, there's no other person in my house bring the kadoosh in, right? It's me. Both of my boys are working full time now, they've got their own jobs. But I've been doing this at like a number of years. I've been the only breadwinner. So I'm a provider. People rely on me. I have to, like, if I don't bring money in, there's no roof over our head. There is literally no food in the cupboard. There is no car outside. The dog is not going to be fed and everything else, right? So why, if you're a parent, why are you not learning some skills that you can then make money from? 100% and make money from. And you can do that so easily online. You can start there. You're not going to learn all of the skills necessary perhaps to earn £10,000 a month straight away. Of course you're not. And anyone that you can do that, I think, is being misleading. You can't do that straight away, but you can do it. It's not impossible. I get people to £5,000 a month and then £10,000 a month, and then I scale from there. These are people that have done nothing before. Not always, but some people have never even touched Canva. We all know what Canva is. It's a graphic design software that you use online because you might build your web pages with it. You might build YouTube. You know what it is. I'm going to flick to it now. Here we go. This is something actually this is something I'm doing for one of my customers. There we go. So this is one of the things I will do. I'm showing her how to make editables. So you can see my screen over on YTube. You can't on TikTok. This is because she has created a business in the children's niche. I know this niche very well because one of my brands is Baguette Bear. It's a brand in America and also in the UK. And it's a children's brand, right? So I've done all of the books, all of the illustrations, all of the activity books, all of this good stuff that you see here. So not a problem. Does she know how to do it? No. But after these tutorials, she will know how to do it. So I'm literally there, as you see in Canva, recording my screen, showing her how to do it, how to use the tools, all of that good stuff. This person, I predict when she is finished, site together and finished doing her like core marketing that we're doing, she's gonna make bomb. She's gonna make bomb. And again, that isn't a business teaching people how to make money online. That isn't a business selling a workbook for a £5. It's a completely different business. I will say, and I will say this because I'm sure she won't mind, this person has a health condition where she's got quite, she won't leave the house, she can't leave the house due to her health condition. So it was important that I helped her create a business that one, rely on financially, two, she didn't have to leave the house, and three, they were, it was skills that she could either learn, that I could either teach her, and that she can learn after 12 months, because I coach everybody for 12 months. They have other things they can do after that with me, but the first 12 months were intense coaching with the 365 plan for this exact reason, right? With him, they don't know how to do this or that. Okay, right, I'll do a tutorial. They have a problem inside their website. Oh, okay, let's go for it. Let me inside your website. Let's sort it out. That level of intricacy, very far. I mean, I don't know anybody else that does this. I don't know why. Because if you're going to show someone how to start a business, so you've got to be out there to fix the problems and show them why things aren't working when they don't work. So very odd, very odd, very odd. Okay. But if you're on benefits, it'll be taken away. No, it won't. Living life so soft. Let me explain it. I will briefly go through some of the benefits because I'm not the Citizens of Lots of people do message me as if I am. Right, guys. Anyone on UK state benefits can start a business. They can be self-employed. In any work group. So if you are in the intensive work group, that will mean you're being called in every single week to look for a job. You can go self-employed. In actual fact, I would go as far to say, if you have a situation where your children are of a certain age, or you have health and you're finding employment difficult to find or even maintain because of kids, parental duties, maybe you're a single parent. I was a single parent for many years, so I know that road very well. I know the job centre are like, don't you have any friends that can look after your kids? I'm like, my kids are 8 and 9. Like, how many favours do you think I have? Like, no one wants to be my unpaid childminder. Like, get freaking real. You know, so just go self-employed. You have a life. You learn skills. You'll be taught the basic, because training costs employers. And foolishly, what they don't understand is their churn rate. If employers spend more money training people, their churn rate, so that's the amount of people that jump onto their recruitment roundabout, would be a lot slower. But some people like I said, some people have businesses and they can't even do girl math. If you can retain employees and make your employees better at what they do by giving them key training, right? And then make them feel good about who they are, give them promotions, pay them their worth, they're going to perform 10 times better. I don't employ people, but I contract people to do certain things in certain parts of my business. Now, I pay the best I can afford at the time. Because I don't look for the cheapest. I never look for the cheapest. I look for the best that I can afford at the time. And that is because I want the best out of that person. If you pay someone shit wages, you're going to get shit work. I mean, like that. So, and also people will go that little bit further for you. I've got someone working, although I design and things like that, I have got one. I've got a lot. So I've got one that I wanted done, something very specific. It's something that I could do, but it would take me a while. I noticed that I found someone that is an absolute specialist in this area, and in a week it's going to be done. And because I've paid them well, I know if I want something extra done, or they'll probably come back to me with, oh, have you thought about this? And I'll go, brilliant, because that is their speciality, is just doing it all day long. So yeah. Bear with me, guys. I'm getting an odd, because I have kids like everyone, I just need to check these. Okay, right, so that was that. So if you're in intensive, you can definitely go self-employed. If you are on limited capability for work and no work-related requirements, it's very hot in here. And yes, you can also go self-employed, and people get this one wrong a lot. My son's pinched the fan. I'm waiting for another fan to be delivered. So in the meantime, I'm going to book fan. You can a job and be on limited capability work and no related requirement. No, you can't. Well, you can, but they'll just take your limited capability for work potentially away, because if you're saying I'm too ill to work and then you get a job, then they're going to go, oh, so your health condition doesn't stop you from working. That's very different to being self-employed. So under the Equality Act, and like I said, I wrote the training about this, so I know it very well, because people who have long-term health conditions or people who are disabled do find it a lot more challenging and more difficult to get work that they can maintain in the workplace. under the Equality Act, if you're a universal credit claimant, their claim has to be tapered by law. It has to be tapered by law. So that means you are doing an activity because of these reasons I've just stated. Self-employment. So how would I claim? I want to be self-employed. I've got this disability. It really affects me finding work. Let me just say something like, I've got osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia. I'm just saying this off the top of my head, right? I suffer with stress and anxiety because of a trauma incident that happened when I was getting divorced. And yeah, I'm on meds that make me antidepressants. Yeah, so to be honest with you, I've had quite a lot of sick leave because my health condition is really unpredictable. So I'm literally not a fave with employers. Okay, so I would say to them, okay, do you have an activity that you would like to explore, or like as in a self-employed capacity? And quite often people say to me, yeah, I want to start an Etsy shop. And I'd be always going, don't start an Etsy shop. But I was never allowed to give that advice. But I go, okay, that's good. Well, you could work, or as in work on your self-employment without this impacting your health. So this is actually doing whatever it is you're doing, whether you're creating something physically, whether you're doing something online, maybe you're doing you sell your social media and your accounts. If someone said to me, because they were quite poorly, they could only do 5 hours a week, I would have to, they would have to accept that. Now, I do know at DWP, because I know lots of you have been in my comments, so that hasn't been happening, and this is one of the reasons why I wrote the training. All I'm going to say is about when I wrote that, before I wrote that training, I had to review a good few hundred claims nationally. I'm not going to say any on that. So all I'm going to say, it is your right to have your self-employment tapered to side with and suit your disability. If that isn't being done, then that is a breach of the Equality Act under reasonable adjustments. It is a reasonable adjustment request, and that is part of the Equality Act. As a disabled person, you have the right to do that, because by not doing it, that is putting the disabled person at a serious disadvantage, and again, breach of the Equality Act. So very important. So yes, live in Microsoft, you 100% can be self, and you will also keep your limited capability for work and no work related requirement. In actual fact, it's encouraged, because if we go back to Rishi Sunak's green paper and the other person, Liz, had the white paper, they are encouraging, they're actually going to be doing away with the work capability assessment anyway, because they want all people with health conditions to work. So, and one thing I have noticed in the whole of those papers that are published online, by the way, anyone can go read them, just Google green paper gov UK or white paper gov UK. There's got a big section in there on work capability assessment. One thing I've noticed is you don't mention self-employment at all. Why aren't they doing that? Because it's the best place to be. It's literally, I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. So I hope that helps. Right, so thank you, Wilson. Thank you for letting me that. It might be my streaming software. Let me see if I can reduce the bandwidth. FPS. Let me see if I can drop this. Is it laggy or is it jumping? Let me drop it down to 25. Yeah, I can see it's there. Do with speed down to 25. That's right, I'm just in the camera. I'm not like, I'm not trying to make anyone go dizzy. Right, so there we go. Right, sorry, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. So the next thing is, you said income. Like, I always say to people, minimum of £5,000 a month, because otherwise you might as well just get a job. Like £5,000 is a nice fee. When you're 10k months or 15k, just be going, oh God, this is so lovely. Why didn't I do this earlier? You know, 100%. That's already loads better. Oh, is it? Thank you so much. Yeah, that was the. Please let me know, guys, if there's anything weird. Also, it's a Saturday, so maybe there is a lot on there. Okay, so that is that question. Money, always necessity. And there, Queen Nicholson, what are you here on how to make. This is what I'm doing for somebody. I'm just going to be recording, finishing off this little tutorial when I have finished for them. So there we go. And you can do it in lots of things, right? So this is, there are lots of different things that you can do. In addition to that, let me go back to the next screen. Okay. So the first thing is income. As we said, it's stopping people, or fear of income. So you have to have skill set. You have to learn how to do certain things, number one. And the second thing is automation. So that is setting up processes that work for you and do things for you, right? So the majority of my business is automated, apart from when I go live or when I'm doing everything media automated. So I have software that will grab my social media from TikTok or from YouTube automatically. It will just go and get it in my G drive. It will put it into another. It will chop up, and it will then repost it for me as well wherever I want. Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, wonderful. So it's literally like having my own social media team do loads of work in for me. So all of that editing, all of that reposting, which I could do, but it's a simple thing. I don't need to do it. Of course I could pay someone to do it, but why would I when I can spend £25 a month and have software do it for me? Easy. Yeah. So it appears like I'm everywhere. I'm not everywhere. It's not as well. On 55. Well, it's still on. I'm sorry. Of sale. Like, I'll do half an hour because I'm not. So there's a sale for half an hour on the business bundle. I told this. The people that have got it, people in the comments. So I'm going to do it for £35, and that includes my masterclass, which is at 7 p.m. And Wednesday, if you want to join business bundle, actually on YouTube, I can show you right now. You get it up, and you can stay again. So we need Ellie. Grab it. It's on sale. Whilst I'm live, I'm only doing it on sale. It's only on sale at this price whilst I'm treat. It's a treat. It's a big. I mean, the masterclass is worth more than that to start with. Number one, just the spreadsheet is worth more than that. If you go in, look, spell. If you go and look at you hear everybody say about it. Ali. Alice the what is it saying it? Alice the content coach. Just go Alice the content coach. And then you'll find me. You will find me. I am here. Right, let's have a little look. I'm going to go inside the business bundle, and if people are joining now, I'll give you a little shout out. You know, shout outs on TikTok is like this. I'm pretty sure I've got sound effects on my little thingy here. Let's have a little look. I haven't got my playlist uploaded, so I can't. But I will put some sound effects in on you for YouTube. Right, guys, bear with me. Log piece. The conversation. Right, people also talk about knowing their niche. Hang on a minute. Fort Knox. Petros. I don't know why. Petros. I don't know what you're talking about. We have no meeting booked. We have no meeting booked. I don't know what you're talking about, lovely. I will email you after. Any meetings will come from inside my programs, and it will all be by book calendar. And all the meetings happen on, so it wouldn't have. So I do Google Meets. So there we go. Right, just logging in. How to find your niche is a one. I get this lot. As you know, I've actually put it in my phone, niche finder. I have and that's because so many people get their niches wrong. Just look right. Niche. I did this last night. 3 main things. Number 1, who are you? Look to yourself. Look to who you are. The people that say I've got and all of the times it's not like as I think that it's so obvious in you that you haven't. Every time those types of people, all the time, it's like staring them in the face, and they go, "Oh my god, I it," and I'm like, "There we go. This is how you're going to make money from it. That's the skill. That's the extra skill. This is how you can monetize it. Building a credible skills, own your own past experiences, right? There is Katie, who is she has built I'll read that one out in a minute. She has built a whole business around advocating for domestic violence and being a support for victims, helping them when they go to the police, how they get their stuff taken seriously, all of this good stuff. I've got 90 books published, fandom. Should write a book. If you're talking about me, I've got over 90 books written. I'm an award-winning author, and Amazon says not I like to let everybody know. I'm not big, but I'm 51. I've done things. I can't do the things I've done on a profile, and I'm being honest. So, I mean, I don't sit around, guys. I have never sat around doing nothing. Even I will be learning stuff. Like, all of the things I teach people, especially in the 365 plan, are years. It's like probably over a decade of stuff that I've done learning. You know, how to do websites, how to create a brand, how to build a product that someone wants to buy. This is something that I'm going to go on to as well. Let me just enter this code. I'm guessing in my emails. This is hilarious. AliExpress want me to promote for them. Oh, I just know finally it's my principles. Why? If it could have been anyone else. If only UK sellers were treated better on the TikTok shop app, I would potentially consider it. But I don't know. What's YouTube name? It is Alice, the content coach. Can someone, when you come over, can someone put something in the chat? There's something wrong. Oh yes, you're there. I've just realised I didn't have the screen open and full. Mental Health Cowboy and Sue. Hello, you found me. Whoop whoop. Inside, you got the bundle. Inside of the business bundle, there is a section called My Lounge, and that will have the replay from last week. I put it in there for you guys. The last week was really long, and I'll tell you for why. If you haven't watched it yet, I will give you a very quick recap. Oh my gosh, people whose hearts are broken because TikTok Shop hasn't worked out for you, and they can't just read you and the 10%. Fear not, because you can do it on YouTube. And best part, let's get to the good bit. It's linked directly to your website. You know, that's a little thing on TikTok where you can pin a product, but it has to be TikTok Shop. And if you mention the word W site, it's like guillotine. Well, guess what? You can have a creator shop over on YouTube, and it's linked directly to your website. So, I also guys. Is it? Let me see if I speed up what it would do. Let me just see. Do I have any other software open, first of all, that is using camera? Probably not. Right, I'm just going to try the FPS. Let's try it at 20. Is that any better? Let me. I've dropped it to yes. See. Yeah, I've dropped the FPS stream down to 20, which I've never done before. So that should be working, and the resolution is only 720, so it streams faster and clearer. But I'll have to look into that. Guys, let me know if that's made in... My hair always looks so bad under these lights. So bad. I literally look like I've never washed my hair under these lights. Well, Mental Health Cowboy, for people that want to open the TikTok creator shop, but they don't have enough subscribers, you know the solution to that, don't you? Like, that's to just pump out the content. Why aren't you, like, do content every day? If you're not working, record a YouTube video every single day, even if it's only 5 minutes, and put it up. One thing that will also do is that is going to improve and increase your content creation skills like no end. So inside the 365 plan, right, there is an TikTok school and Pinterest Academy. I isolate people onto doing certain social media platforms one at one time. If I get them doing them all, they're just like, it's a mess. By the time the TikTok school has got like, it's like harsh 30 days, every day they're doing this, and this. This is on top of their content plan that I give them for their business. By the end of those 30 days, they are so good at creating content on TikTok. It's just shocking. I don't know why people aren't doing this. Like, it's not even rocket science, I guess. But there we go. So the more you do, the better you will get. Right, let me show you on YouTube. When it comes who are thinking about membership, don't yet. I'm going to show membership. I've got it open. So here we go. Sorry, if your comments are being deleted, come on over to YTube. I don't know why TikTok's deleting the comments. I'm not deleting any comments. It's annoying. I don't know why they do it. Your TikTok shop is linked to your website, but TikTok, people are buying from the TikTok shop, not you. They are buying from you directly, but TikTok is the interceptor. You don't pay commission. You don't pay commission on YTube shops. You don't have this stupid violation mentality that they have, and also you don't have to be earning £20,000 a month on TikTok. And also, to be blatantly honest, they don't fuck around with your traffic. When I had a TikTok shop, we had a sellout weekend in February. I did it because I test everything because I publish my results for everyone, right? So we started it in January. We had a sellout weekend, we sold out. We sold thousands in February. From that weekend onwards, our traffic, we went from having hundreds in the live to nobody, 2 and 3 people. No one's going to make any money on a live with 2 and 3 people. And all TikTok kept doing, and I swear to God, this just me. All they kept doing was sending these little messages across the bottom of the screen when I was live, oh, you've got low traffic. Why don't you run an ad? Why don't you do one? Because you're the ones that are mucking around with the traffic. So I opened up a second account. I took that TikTok shop. I unleashed it from a brand account, and we put it onto another, a brand new one. And yes, for people in the comments, you can do that if you're you can go live straight away if you have a TikTok shop linked to the account without a load of followers. We had 23 followers, and in total, in the space of about 3 minutes, they put 1,500 people in our live stream. Yes, ma'am. And I screenshotted the lot because it was going up straight away 350 people. I was like, wow. And it was going up in these odd amounts: 350, 550, 750, 850, 950, 1,200, 1,005. And because it was going up in such equal amount, it's an odd number, but in equal segments like that, I was just like, no way. And so I was, every time it went up, screenshot. So I screenshotted it all. And then I thought, these are all bots. So I thought, there's no way 1,500 people have come into our live when we've only got 23 followers. And at the time, I think I had 2 TikToks, 2 videos up, right? So there wasn't even any content there, really. So I just thought, no way. So I thought, this has got to be bots. So I went, right, guys, I'm going to be doing a great big giveaway now. I'm going to be giving away. And it was something which would have cost about 60 to 80 quid. And only about 20 people were going, oh, yeah, I really want this. And I was thinking, nah, this is so they're just lying with the traffic, right? And they are mucking around with the traffic. And that's not funny. When you're a business owner and you're paying for that, don't fuck around on that level. That's how I am. That's that is very dishonest. That's very dishonest. So no. So that was that. After that, I was like, and we know the other thing that happens all over TikTok shop. And TikTok know this because they can see everything, right? I love TikTok, but I think this is very bad. TikTok shop sellers, if you open a TikTok shop and you are in the same niche as someone else, heaven forbid you're selling the same product, because there's a lot of drop shipping on TikTok. So people are buying stuff in bulk from China, they're relabeling it. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. Nina Kane, for example, AliExpress stuff all the way, Nina Kane jewelry, Soul Analyze, all of that drop ship from Alibaba. I know they're building their brands fine, but please, you're buying this stuff in for 50p and a quid. Don't tell me any up, because I've got brands, I've got suppliers from all over. I get offered stuff from all over. There's most of the shops on here, apart from the candles and the people that are making, most of the stuff is imported from China. So I'm not saying it's them, but these sorts of people, or people that have got similar shops, I'm not saying it's them, but people that have got similar shops are then sending in like their best customers into other shops to buy stuff and leave bad reviews. I mean, that is commercial sabotage at that point. That's bad. But that's what goes on, and it goes on all over TikTok, and I see so many people complaining about this. So TikTok should really be doing something about that, but they're not, because TikTok can see where you go, where you spend your money, where you leave comments, who you're moderating for. Like, they can see everything. So as a shop seller, when you're complaining about all of these bad reviews being left for like stuff that's just not even true, of course, the customer is always right. The customer can always leave a review. But when it's being done deliberately to like sabotage a business, not funny. So, and again, all of these are things that you cannot control when you're on TikTok, when you're on Etsy. So as a business, I think that's just like, you have to be able to control these things, or you have to be given the tools to manage those. On TikTok Shop, a review, someone can leave a review multiple times. As a TikTok Shop seller, you can only, I think you can leave one review. I think you can edit it once. That's it. So there we go. I don't know, Queenie Nicholson. Thank you, Beth. If you want to help people out, I tell you what I do. If there's something that I really, really like and it's on TikTok Shop, I will just message the shop owner and I will say, can I have your website, please? And they always go, why? I go, because I want to buy from your website. And they go, you can buy from my TikTok Shop. And I just say, no, I'm buying from your website. So I just go and buy from their website. That's how it's going to help people out. Right, I'm sharing the screen now. Sorry, here we go. So this is the business bundle. This is inside the business bundle on YTube. So you've got the menu. If I close the menu, you've got the menu on the left. The affiliate marketing training there is for people that want to get their money back. So it's £35, this bundle on sale right now. But if you want to get your £35 back, every time if you like the business bundle, right? Every time you can just refer people to the business bundle, and if they buy it, you get £5.50. It's all tracked through my affiliate center. So yeah, but it's not open to everyone. It's open to people that have bought it, and there are guidelines as to how it has to be promoted. So you cannot spam, you cannot say things that are untrue, you cannot do any of the BS that you see on TikTok, basically. So there we go. So that's what that bit is. Right, let's get to the good bit. Right, this is oh dear. This is it, guys. So here we go. We've got the help through it. There's a 20-hour ticketing set. I'm showing you on this screen exactly how you get to that. So if you've got a problem, if you've clicked on something, it's not working, there we go. And as you'll see as we go through here, people can leave comments on this area here. Can you see that? People can leave comments. It's a community as well. Anything. So this is the bit there on earning your. That's how you do it. You've got this gorgeous special offer, earn while you grow, if that's what you want to do. Why not, right? Why not? But it's up to you. This is where the masterclass is. So this business bundle right now, you get a masterclass. So this is how the masterclass is here, and then you get booked onto it there. So you just click on that, and that books you in. And you can also access the menu through these elements here if you want to as well, or you want to go to the left. Then you've got start a business checklist. You've got business plan. So this is a business plan that you download and you do for your business. You get the digital lab, that's included. This is how to master the art of small business success with content creation. There I have current partner offers. So these are offers as well from brands that I work with. No obligation, but if you're thinking of getting a selfie stick or a stand store or something like that, then go in there. There's other things as well, but you know, they're always good offers. And anything I promote, I am 100%, I won't promote anything for money. I'll only promote it if it's good and I'm using it, or maybe I'm not using it but I have to have a question about anything business related. Sometimes it's universal credit related or funding related or whatever. So you can literally submit a private ticket and that will be answered by me or my team. Most of the time that's answered by me, unless it's something tech and they can do it. But if it's something specific, then I'll do it. You also get in your small for the love of God, please. The amount of people in business don't plan is just shocking. If I didn't plan stuff, nothing would happen. You like preparation I definitely going back to my teaching days now. Preparation is a key to success. You will not have a successful business if you do not plan. Forget the bullshit about manifesting 10k months. Sorry guys, but like I plan it. Like I am going to make 10k this month. How am I going to do it? This is a product. How am I going to sell it? How many do I need to sell a day? Where's the feedback? How can I make it better? Right. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Plans, 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 plans. Anyone in my 365 plan is all about plans. Like your life will become a plan. But there'll be none of this. Don't know what to do. Can't decide. Is this the right one? Oh my God. Have I wasted my money? No. There's none of that. I literally take the bull by the horns. Oh dear. Right. So the small business planner, this alone is $12.99 if you want to buy it on Amazon, but you can get it in here. This is my book. It's over 90 pages. Getting the wrong niche could kill your business. It could literally kill your finances as well, but it could also make you a lot of money if you get it right. So like, I cannot stress the importance of working through this book. 100%, please work through this book. I wrote this book. It isn't something you can buy anywhere else. I know loads of people have pinched the name, but it is on Amazon. And if I find anyone duplicating the content, my lawyer's going to come for you. Oh dear. Right. Start a business on universal collection. I'm inclusive, right? So here I've also got about funding. So what you should have been told. Love that. Guys, if you're struggling with this, you can see it over on YTube. The comments, sorry guys. A lot of people are being scammed on TikTok Shop at the moment, so I avoid TikTok. Do you know what? Mental Health Cowboy, I'm going to be going into that in a moment because I have seen something this morning about that. Hi, Davika. I'm going to take that back, guys. The manifestation, there's nothing wrong with manifestation, but there are lots, like, if you're going to work with someone who's involved in manifestation, make sure it's someone legit, right? So you can now get here up to £69,000 a year from the government on access to work scheme. You could even join the 365 plan on it. Just a little cheeky plug if you wanted to. But if you don't need that and you're not, like, you don't have a health condition, you're not going to need it. But there we go. So in this section, which is all for people on universal credit, there's not on universal credit. Can you see this? I'll go to the comments on YTube in a minute, guys. Yeah, you can see it now. Right, here we go. So you've got the access to work fact sheet, how to apply. Guys, you literally click on this link and it's going to take you to the government thing, right? It's literally going to take you to where you go. I know lots of people struggle with government information because it is so wordy and like difficult to find. So that's why I've put it in there. So I'm not taking you to like all the burr. I'm taking you to the bits that you need to know, right? So there's the fact sheet, so you can find out all about it there. That's how you apply. That's the eligibility. Here is a tutorial on how to start a business on Universal Credit for people that do not know. This one. So I advise anybody to I'm going to add something to that. Anyone that wants to start a business on Universal Credit, oh God, I can't believe I've forgotten the S on that. It's so bad. Picking up my own grammar mistakes. Watch the video before you even think about making a change of circumstances, please. And definitely watch it before you go down for the gateway appointment. And for the people that don't know, the appointment is an assessment. So make sure you you watch that tutorial. Right. This one here is how you're going to understand the minimum income floor when you're self-employed. This is vital. There we go. And as you can see here, you get loads. Can you see now? People can leave their comments and all the rest of it. So there we go. And then we have a branding. This is all on sale today for £35. So when people tell me that they're broke, right? Look, I've worked in the job centre, guys. 35 quid for lots of people is a packet of tobacco and a 4-pack of special brew. So if you cannot afford 35 quid, do not go into business would be my number one thing I would say. Because like your website is going to cost you more than this just to host it a year. Then we've got a section on accounting. Yes. This is an accounting spreadsheet. I'm not going to open that now. You get business solutions. So this is how you're going to get traffic back to your own point of sale, being your own website. So that's a book that I've written as well. You want to read that. And there's over 100 social media. Right there, repeat myself. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't those just beautiful? Those guys, they're all templates, they're editable in Canva. There's 100 of them. One of my designers did those, so they're very nice. And then we come into this the review section. So don't think I've got everybody's review in yet. So you know what you should be doing. So there we go. Reviews, guys. When it comes to selling your products, you're all going to appreciate the reviews. I bet you'd all love a review from me, wouldn't you? So get your little botsy on that review thing. So there we go. Right, we're going to go to the top here. Here you can search for things. There's a search bar. I don't do things by halves. If you are someone that struggles with content overload and you can't remember what's where, you can just put in there whatever you're looking for. It will come up. Here you have your own profile. So this is all about you. That's going to be... Something I didn't want to do, but there we go. Change my screen. There we go. You can go into your profile and all the rest, right? Anyway, you've seen it, guys. You've seen it. So there we go. If anyone wants to get it, go to... Oh, dear. Right. I'm going to have to edit that bit out now. Right. Davika, hello. Lisa, hello, Lisa. Sharla, I had the Digitalpreneurs course. Should I be getting the business bundle also? It's complete, Sharla, and it's on sale right now for £35. It is on sale. Hi Lisa, I know I've got a message from which I need to read. I've got a lot which I need to read. RTM buffers exceed the threshold. Solution. Oh, what? Reduce it from 720. This is going to be blurry as hell. Let me just coffee cup. Can you tell me if that's any better? I'm going to have to sort this streaming software out big time afterwards. You're going to get a slap. software. It keeps glitching on here. Oh, I don't know why it's glitching on here. Might be a little troll. Fairy Twinkles. Who can apply? Who can apply to Access to Work? Access to Work is for people with health conditions, long-term health conditions or disability that need barriers removing, most importantly. So that is the one. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, my lovely. Right, guys, look, the TikTok shop thing. I heard this morning. Where's my other phone? I wonder if I can plug this in on YTube and play it for you. If I can, I'll do it. Let me see. I found something today. Oh my God. Now, I take things like this really seriously because, as you guys know, my Meta accounts got hacked like the F out, like literally. 27 social media accounts. Look, I will tell you guys how big one of my accounts is. Are you on YTube? On YTube, this here is one of my brands. You can go and look at that over on FBook and you'll see how many followers I've got. I think I've got 85,000 followers. I can't get into that account. I'm really peed off with flipping. I'm really peed off with Meta because I think it's like disgusting that they've got a platform where they're selling advertising space. They've got ecom plugged into it. They've got all of this stuff. And then like when something goes wrong, there's no help for like the actual sellers. Ridiculous. So and they said, oh yeah, you have to wait like I don't know how many, like it's not waiting. If I was to wait 5 months for you to sort your ass out, my businesses would be dead. It's not happening. So thank God I have a big YouTube channel that goes with that, and also a very big email list. So yeah, just told my wife about what you said about making long form content on YouTube, and she's going to help me do it. Yes, Mental Health Cowboy, 100%. You know, and also like it's like you can open it up differently as well with your niche. Like you could literally just take your phone, turn it over like this on a tripod, sitting in your garden, sitting outside, just simply talking about things that are really important to your niche for like 10 minutes a day. You could even be like, you know how I said give you like the mental health. Let me brainstorm a little bit for you. Hang on a moment. Put in, I can't remember. It's let's skip what your mental health thing is about. Let me know and I will give you some content ideas. The other thing is, it's a platform. YouTube is a platform where you can talk about that without it being like content moderated too much, as long as you stay obviously within the guidelines. Right, so this woman on TikTok, guys, this is really bad. Oh, for the love of God, is it going to tell me what I watched? Let me see. This is so bad because I watch so much content. Right, basically, it might have been on this phone. I think it was on this phone that I watched it. Yeah, it is. A woman bought some toilet roll. I buy toilet rolls. Who buys toilet rolls on TikTok Shop? I buy toilet rolls from TikTok Shop. Anyway, this woman had bought some toilet rolls from TikTok Shop and some washing powder. And the washing powder was like $1.99, right? She said she bought it from some influencers. I'm not doing this deliberately. I don't like naming people anyway. but she did. They're quite popular influencers. I don't think they know about this. I mean, this is the question that everyone's asking, right? So listen to this, guys, because this is really bad, like really bad. I'm like, what the actual? So the woman didn't buy the toilet rolls, but she bought the washing powder. Or I think she did buy the toilet rolls. Anyway, it's relevant. She bought, let's just say she bought the toilet rolls, but she definitely bought the washing powder because it was $1.99, right? Are you chat on YouTube? Listen to this. This is really bad. She said as soon as she bought it, she went to her emails because she didn't get like some notice from TikTok. You know how normally they like say, oh, da da da. She didn't get that. So she went to her YouTube, she went to her emails to see whether the sale had gone through. And the next thing, her phone has pinged, right? Listen to this. This is Apple Pay telling her that her direct debit for TikTok Shop has been set up. You saw this earlier, did you? I couldn't believe this. She then was like, I haven't set that up. Then she went to her bank, and her bank has said that yeah, it was it had been set up. So they cancelled everything and all the rest from Apple Pay, guys. Apple Pay. How on earth? So look, for people that don't know, when, like, for example, when say I set up a TikTok shop and you buy something from my TikTok shop, all of those finances, like your name, your bank information, all of that stuff is all dealt with by TikTok. TikTok shop sellers don't see that. When you have your own website, all of that information is encoded by the paywall of the payment processor. So whoever is, like, let's just say you're paying by Visa or not direct debit, a debit card, then Stripe will encode all of that information. We might be given like the last 2 or 3 numbers, so if we had to verify something that we could, but everything else is completely coded. So no, obviously for security, one for you, one for the seller, but also just, let's just say someone hacks into your website or something, all of that information is completely like they can't get that information. But Charmelia, should I be getting the digital product business bundle? For you, Charmelia, the digital product business bundle, 100%. For what you're doing. So I can't believe that. I am actually thinking on this, because I've seen that now, of removing my payment from TikTok Shop. I'm sorry to say, because I have been hacked. And 27 social media accounts with 10 ad accounts attached to them. Like, I am so pissed off with Meta. I'm not being on, like, my name is not a foreign name. This is no shade on anyone being foreign, guys. I've taught English to foreign people for a bloody long time. I'm definitely not racist, right? However, when someone at like 12:30 at night adds themselves with a very, very foreign name to my ad account, and then adds other people who've also got very foreign names to my ad account, who have never, ever, ever been involved in my businesses through Meta in any way whatsoever, ever. Like, what the actual? Like, what the hell? I said to Meta, how the hell did you not realize? Like, I'm the one that's told you about this because I can't get in. How did you not know? Why have your developers not inserted code that triggers things? And all, like, why do you not know that my accounts have been hacked? How bad is that? I think that's really bad. They should be the first ones to tell me. You know, like if something happens to your bank will tell you, right? Whoa. So my whole thing on FBook, who before I absolutely loved, has totally changed. And now, so what I've had to do is I've had to open up another account. Obviously, it's in my name and my picture, but they're disallowing me an ad account by saying I've circumvented their processes. You're damn freaking right. If it takes you 5 months to sort out your own flipping errors, you're damn right I will circumvent them. I just set up another profile and get on with my life. I'm not waiting for you to catch up with me. Just like, it's not happening. Can you believe it? So FBook, Zero. I will never spend another penny on advertising on Meta ever again. So YouTube, Instagram with a caveat, because I tell you, like, everybody asks me how did they get in. So let me tell you this. This is turning into something else now. This is how they got in. Number one, digital product business. Yes, Charmela, you need that one. Do not link your Instagram account to your Facebook page. Don't do it, because this is what I did. So my Instagram account is linked to your Facebook page, which is normal what you do. But your ad accounts are linked to your Facebook page, not to Instagram. So they basically hijacked the Instagram account. They changed the name. They changed the code, so they can literally clone your SIM card. So then they can get in through double code authenticator. Then they got into my Facebook page, which then is directly linked. You've just got to click a button and it takes you straight into the ad account. Removed me as administrator and owner of my own ad accounts and put themselves. Luckily, all my bank accounts are locked. Right, I've got that. This is another reason why I have two phones. So I have two phones now. One, I don't do anything online on social media on, nothing. It literally has my bank accounts with my cards locked on it, and this number is only what family have. The other phone is business, and that's it. And my other number is never given out. Never. The number that I accidentally just showed is my old one. So, I mean, that's will be changing anyway soon. So, yeah, that, because lots of people say to me, what would you recommend? And that is definitely what I'd recommend. This is why, guys, people like the president and people like that in America, they're not allowed smartphones. You know the guy, trying to think of his name now, this is so bad. After Donald Trump. He said one of the things his family were looking forward to was having a smartphone, because they weren't allowed smartphones, because it's just easy for like some of these people to hack. So yeah. So yeah. What, you know, this thing about the cards on TikTok Shop, there was something like this on Temu quite a while ago. So really worrying. Very no, not Beeden. No, it's the other one. Oh my god, hang on a moment, hang on, the name. This is so bad. It's not Joe Biden. It is Obama. Yes, and that is so bad. I can't even believe. So Obama ruled from 2009 to 2017. I actually think he was the best president America's ever had. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but God was actually so. Well, is he still there? Isn't he? He's still living. But thanks for confirming. Right, for digitally show because Charlotte Maria. So if I go, this is one of my blogs. I have. If I go to one blog, this is one of mine. If you scroll down on this, this blog is one that I created, and initially I created this years and years ago. This was helping teachers how to set up their own online business, because that's what I did. So Teacherpreneurs is uniquely for teachers. And then if you scroll down, it's got loads. These are the main blogs, but if you click into this, I've got loads of blog posts, right? So if we go to this one, how to start an online business from home. If you click on that one there, it'll bring you to see the blog post. And up here, guys, I've got recommend. I need to get rid of that because even that's annoying me. I'm not a fan of pop-ups. I have on this page, but I hate it when you're scrolling and then things are interrupting me all of the time. That just annoys me. I'm easily irritated. No, joking. So here we go. So you can get a free Notion planner there, guys, which is really good for planning out digital products. I'd recommend getting that if you haven't got it. Here we go. The Digital Product Business Bundle. I need to reduce this one, actually. Charlena, hold on. Let me reduce this one for you. So if you click on this one, because these are both meant to be on like they are on TikTok, you will see this passive income powerhouse. But as we know, no work is passive. We all need to do work. This page I set up in about, I think I set this page up in about 2 hours. So this is the sorts of things you'll learn in the 365 program. Look at the design of this first of all. Isn't this nice? This color is quite nice. It's really clear what it's about. You see how this is presented. I sell I don't sell. It's in the 365 plan. So I give everyone literally my templates. So if you want the things looking really nice and presentable like that, I know Charla, you've got some of my templates, haven't you? There we go. There's some of your reviews there, guys. There we go. This is a funnel. This is an example of a funnel. If some of you are wanting to know, I refer to a funnel. And I have actually legitimately been featured in all of these. I'm an Amazon #1 bestseller. I've been in Medium. I used to write for Sammy Miller for Trial Bike magazine. So that's all to do with motorcycles. I'm that old. Yes, I do know Des the Prez from the Hells Angels. So I know quite a bit about motorbikes. I used to ride them in my younger years. Now I'm an old woman. Amazon Kindle. I've actually even been featured in the Echo in France. Guys, this will make you laugh. Do you know what I was featured in the Echo for in France? This is funny. Let me tell you this. And I'm just going to switch back when I'm telling you the story. And I'm going to, whilst doing that, I'm just going to log in Charlena, and I'm going to just price because I'm sorry I forgot to put the sale on the website, which is a bit bad of me. So let's do that now. I've done it in the Standstore. So years ago, when I say to you, I could literally sell ice to Eskimo. I don't know. I can. I used to sell the expensive Eleanor, thank you. I used to sell oh, I've got the wrong price on the funnel, so it is reduced already because I can see this thing. Well done, Eleanor. Welcome in. Welcome on in. Let's give you a little. That's for Eleanor. So I used to sell, I used to work for the Cellier de Templiers. So when I was working abroad at the time I was in the UK, in France, at the time I was working in France, I was literally treated like an immigrant without papers, even though my husband was French. I'm not joking. Oh, it was really hard for me to get work. So I ended up doing all sorts of things. I've picked chickens. I've sold this particular thing. I sold really expensive wine 7 years before the grapes had been picked. That is how expensive the wine was. Like the vineyards were worth millions of this particular wine. And I was in a group of sales reps for the Cellier de Templiers. Let's see if I can find it actually. I'm going to see. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find. This is it. Bagnoles. This is what, guys. It's like every trip. Oh, darling, where is it? Cellier de Templiers. Terre de Templiers. Cellier de Templiers. Where is the Cellier de Templiers? Here. Is this the one? No. Cellier de Bagnoles. Let's go. Oh, look at this place. Bagnoles. I love this. Right, let's go to here we go. We're going to go down a little memory lane trip here, guys. Oh, I love France so much. I know I'm going to die on the ground of France one day because I just love that country to death. Right, Cellier de Templiers. This is it. Is this the right one? Lots of trying names. Is this the one? Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at it. Oh, I'm excited already. Oh, France, I love you. I used to work here, guys. I used to live here and work here. Can you imagine the buzz? Right, picture this. This was my life. I'm not joking. You see those vineyards? I used to have this little white van, like, not like a little, you know, like a little Roland rat van. A little white van, and in this van it was filled up with miniature bottles of the wine and Bagnoles. Bagnoles is like cured cooked wine, so it's like really sweet. What's top LA? Look in my stand store, Keza. The business bundle is on sale whilst I'm live, and you get the masterclass. I'm live streaming here as well. And if you're over on here, just look for Alice Content Coach. Alice the Content Coach. Ayesha, I will come to that in a moment. Have a look in your junk. Everything's automated, so you've definitely got the email. Right, guys. Getting back to you can see on YTube. You can't see it on TikTok, so if you want to see it, you need to see it on YouTube, right? Guys, look at it. It would be driven around these areas, visiting chateaus, visiting manoirs, like really big, like these. See these great big stone houses you can see? And it was my job to sell this most expensive and delectable wine to the people that own houses. These weren't businesses, right? These were actual very wealthy people. Let's have a wine. Origine Dimon Noir, Mondari, Terrasse Caresse. Oh, look at that! Cellier de Templiers. So good. So my job basically was to help them fill up their wine cave. Oh, darlings. As part of the job, I had to do Sion, which was the one tasting. So obviously I could only do this a few hours a day because you'd be tasting wine with the clients. Like, you'd be pissed after about the third client or getting there. And obviously you can't drink and drive. I just couldn't believe my life. I remember stopping one day on the side of the road. It was like lunchtime. Everything in France literally comes to a halt between 12 and 2. Everything stops. I'd open the door, I was standing overlooking, guys, overlooking what you can see here. So I'm standing on the side of a hell-bent road, which, like, no one's travelling along this thing. Not a single car passed me in the whole hour I was there. Cracking open my baguette, having a bit of saucisson and fromage, and knocking back a little Bagnoles. Living my best life. Oh, God, how much have I made in commission selling these wine? Oh, I love that job so much. But it came to an end because I got really freaked out. I had to go and visit one customer and I couldn't find this. It had such an amazing, like, barak. It was like an amazing residence. I'm not joking. I would walk along the path, and as I was walking, all the lights would like go boom, 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 boom. But I got really freaked out because I had to go through corridor and gate. It was high security because this person was very wealthy, and I was on my own. And I just had the worst panic attack, and I just thought, I just can't do this anymore. But I was a bit weird. It didn't do anything to me, but it just really freaked me out. And I just thought, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. And that was it, guys. That was it. But it was a nice experience. Anyway, getting back to the good bit. So why was I in the newspaper? I was in the newspaper because this wine, which is so expensive, I told, I beat, are you ready for it? I beat all the Frenchmen in the region. I was the only female in the region. One, the Frenchmen didn't like that at all. Second, I was the foreigner. You know, I was the outsider. And I'd smashed the sales. Like, everybody was just buying from me. I'm very good at selling, but I do it naturally, right? One of the things I learned there, and this is, I have got a section in my 365 plan called Sellology, right? So selling without selling, very important. And the second one is when you are dealing with like maybe even high ticket sales, how to combat three objections. So here we're selling very expensive wine, hundreds if not thousands of pounds a bottle, right? And because you're selling to very wealthy people, they can have their pick of anything and they know it because they're wealthy. So they're very confident in saying no, and you have to be very confident in coming back with your answer. So I was literally not faced by the first sort of 4 or 5 no's. I was like, I had like a repertoire, like a library of things I'd be coming back with in my brain. Thinking on your feet, really good. So all of these things have taught me key life skills, I'm not gonna lie. Not obviously getting eked out by the thing, but dealing with that level of customer, and that the levels of acumen. You know, you're talking to people spending thousands of pounds. They are intellectual people. You're going to be discussing things at a higher level. But when you filter this down into buying lower ticket products, £37, £47, right? There is definitely a way of selling that will position you much more as the expert, and being a professional, rather than the type of thing that you see very much online. A TikTok shop is the worst, I'm sorry. Anyone that shouts at me when they're trying to sell to me, I just think it's rude. It just really annoys me. I wouldn't do it. Don't be those types of sellers, right? Because no one is going to remember you for being the professional that you want people to think you are, especially if you are in the online educational niche. Your accolades, and everyone has got accolades. It doesn't have to be that you've been in a newspaper. It doesn't have to be that you've done this or you've been an award-winning author. But everyone has got things in their life and things in their life experience that they can pull out and that they can use as the reason why what you're saying makes sense, or the reason why you are the best person to help someone with XYZ. And when we're talking about a niche as well, this is really important, because niche and that type of selling are really good. My 365 plan, I will state, there is not even a funnel for it. There is not a web page for it. There is nothing for it. And one, it's not open to everybody. So I have certain lines within sort of pathways into it, but I don't take everybody. Not everybody can come on it, and I don't have to sell it. People ask me, can I know more? Can I join? And that's really nice. That means for me that I have done my bit, or I've done part of my job, if you want to look at it like that, where it comes to selling, building confidence, building trust. All of these people, especially the Americans, that go on about these great big long funnels. I do have great big long funnels, right? But great big long funnels don't always work. I think they've kind of had their day as well. And lots of the people that if you're the smallest amount, let me put it this way, I spend more time, I would say, if I was to add up all the hours, this item here, the online business bundle or the digital product business bundle, it's £35 or £37 a day. This takes more effort to sell than an item that costs nearly £2,000. Like, I know loads of people don't get that. Trust me, it's true. It is true. That's why creating high quality at a low level is really important. Because if you can't make people think, God, this is amazing at this level, you are never going to get people to convert. And lots of people miss this in the early stages of starting a business, because they think this is a low cost item, people aren't paying much for it, so I'm not going to give them too much information, or I'm not going to put so much effort into it. In the online world, that's the wrong way to go. 100% the wrong way to go. The amount of people that have bought that business bundle, right, and then message me and go, oh my God, I cannot believe what is in it. I've paid double and I haven't for other things, and I haven't even got anything like that. Equally, people on the 365 plan say the same thing. Like, I am literally upping my prices at the 365 plan. And do you know why? Because the people that are on it have told me that it's too cheap. That's too cheap. So these are the people that have paid their money and have come on it. This is what they're telling me. So it is going to be going up, guys, because I've asked them for details. So why have you said that? Why have you said that? What have you done? You know, what I need receipts. So what have you bought? Tell me what you've bought. So I go and have a look, and I go, oh my God, I cannot believe it. This is the selling years. The other thing, lots of you are not very well, right? You've got health conditions. Like, you just think, let's just go down. If you have an online business, you can have any. You have to. You can see they populate very quickly. You can live anywhere in the world. I love France. Oh, I'm going to France one day. Let's go to properties. Let's go for properties for sale. I want people, especially people in the UK, to understand the value of an online business, right? It's not just about money online that you can earn online from home. It's about the freedom that it gives you. Look at this. Can I do one by price? Let's do one by price. So let's just say I'm not going to spend any more than 75,000 euros. Find me a property. We're going to go by cheapest first. You can do this for, I mean, look at these houses at the top, guys. Can we put this in pounds? Let me put this in pounds. Let's put it in pounds. People that are feeling a little distant, okay, I don't blame you. You can buy a whole house for 5 grand. Create the digital product. Get to your £10,000 a month in sales. I live like a student. I still live like a student. There are in my cupboards. We have jacket potatoes. Like, we're not eating sirloin steaks here. I don't spend money foolishly. Look at this, guys. And this is what accounting is in the office. A chalet with a small pond on 3-4 hectares of land. Oh my word, look at this, guys. How much cost you in the UK? I mean, that might not be everyone's cup of tea. This is going to be a bit, I was going to say, in my cabin of nowhere, give me a shotgun. That's a little bit like IKEA. It's giving me the vibe. That is not going to be my place to live. Thank you, Enchanted Expressions. I can confirm that is exactly what I did. The value for money is outstanding. And you've only just did Enchanted Expressions 365. Wait till we unlock, my love. Every month. Look at this. Like, this is my... Hang on a moment. Let me get a fish yak. I know fish very well. Better than I know. I probably know it's better. I know the UK. First of all, look where this is. Catch up. Look, this is right down in the Midi Pyrenees. this part of France is hot. So both of my children were born in the Provence. It's really hot. My husband was from, well, he was born in Paris, but he's Southern French and half Italian. So like all along this bottom part is where you want to live in France. Look at this. This 20 grand, man. God, give me a tiny house, and I am a tiny house and Wi-Fi on that land. I am happy. Look at that land. Oh, I could build a content studio there. Look at that. Look at that. So think about the freedom that an online business and the donkeys. Look what this. So, oh, just look at that. No neighbours, or there's one little neighbour. Lovely. Okay, so I don't know. You just have to, when we're talking about, you need to find what motivates, right? What motivates you. I came back to the UK with my 2 children. So I actually had to start all with nothing basically. If anyone thinks at all ever that I am going to buy a house in the UK, I will be buying a house cash here and in Thailand, because we've got our family of partners over there. I'll probably have a little duplex or something over there. Quality of life, guys. Look at this. Grow all your own veggies. I mean, perfect for me. I like this actually because it's small. I don't like big places, so that needs ripping out and modernising. I would get, yeah, that needs doing, but that could be very nice. That little fire, £5, guys. That could be right. One digital product at £35. Let's do the math. If someone's going, this is pie in the sky BS. Let's do the math. £35. £35. If you sell 5 a day, is £175. If you sell 5 a day, 365 days a year, because it's all automated, that is 63 grand. That is more or less the price of that house with one digital product at £35 a day. So this is not, oh, I love that word. This is not, I mean, this might not be everyone's style. Guys, what I'm trying to demonstrate to you here is that if you're feeling really stuck in your life right now, if you're in broke-ass city, because I've been there, right? I raised my kids literally on nothing. That sounds really awful, but like, be aware of your finances. That is why in the business bundle, I have the accountancy section. If you're broke, right, it can only get better. You can only make money if you're broke. Don't get into debt. That's why I say to people, don't do product-based businesses. Don't do this, don't do that. Do something online. Put your effort into learning how to sell. Obviously, guys, this might not be everyone's cup of tea, but what I'm looking at is, look, you just rip the beds out, put down the flooring you want. What I'm saying here is this is a house with a perfectly decent roof, garden, everything. You would own this outright. Maybe I should become a salesman for the. I'm definitely reserving that one. But look at that. For people stuck in the UK in flats that are paying 950 quid. I mean, I've seen a lot of housing benefit flipping, a lot of housing benefit claims, guys. All I'm going to say, the minute COVID happened, my God, did the landlords get greedy? So, yes, Shamala, that's what we want. Let's pack purchase a digital product business bundle and also have the digitalpreneurs. Oh, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. This one's for you, Shamala. There we go. So, you know, you can only go up, right? So I think sometimes people think that these things aren't possible. I mean, look at the view. Just look at the view. How, if you suffer from depression or anxiety and you wake up to that every day, that is going to help. 100% is going to help. When you look at that and you go, all right, it's not a mansion, but I own that outright. If I only make £1,000 this month, my bills have a mortgage to pay. I don't have rent to pay, right? I'm not saying like this is for everyone, but just look at the perspective. All right, it's not top of the range, but you've got everything you need. One thing I've noticed with lots of people online is they have these very big, the goal is to have these big palatial places, right? I look at big houses and I go, who the hell is going to be cleaning that, decorating that, the security? I have no aspirations of having I do not want a big house. I'd rather have something small, like what I've just showed you guys there. It's like kind of one of my little ideal dream houses. Kitted out exactly as I want it, you know, modernized a little bit, I would say. And still keep some of those period features because it's nice. I mean, this is what houses in Twickenham in London, I'm from London, so in Twickenham in London and things like that used to be like back in the day. Really nice. Those sorts of places in London are nearly like over £1 million now. Without the crime, without this, without that. And then you can just go and live your best life, like live your life. Too many people in the UK trade time for nothing. They're going to work in jobs that they hate with horrible people in environments that are making them mentally and physically ill, paying them rubbish wages when they could draw back, create something online for themselves and literally rack and stack your cash so that you can go, right, I am going to go and do this, because health is wealth, but also wealth is health. If you don't have enough money to pay your bills, and if you are worried all the time, like living day to day, month to month, like most people do in the 9 till 5 or even the 9 till 2, your health is going to be affected. And I used to see this a lot in Universal Credit Land, is that people can lose their jobs for all sorts of reasons. And sometimes like someone can lose their job and they will come down and they just think, oh, it's just going to be a 1 month thing. But then the impact of losing a job when that's been the only income stream happens, and then maybe a relationship thing happens, and then maybe a housing thing happens, and then that person's got 3 big issues to deal with. And I always say 3 is that number. It can either be magic or unlucky. 3 good things happen together can really lift someone, but 3 bad things that happen together can literally make someone. And then when you're depressed, and I have been GAD-7 level of depression when I was diagnosed, when I was working for DP, to the I endured by Department of Work and Pensions as an employee, I might add. I can tell you it's a really hard hole to crawl out of, especially when you're alone. So I didn't tell anyone, I couldn't discuss it at work, because I was not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, I kept it under lock and key online, didn't really let anybody know about it online. I didn't tell anyone apart from my son. So I was literally having to struggle with one of the biggest struggles I've actually had in my life. Not even my divorce or losing my husband put me mentally in the state of mind that the DWP put me in when I worked there. So that's how much that bad treatment impacted me. So when I get it, when people are depressed, I get it. I do honestly get it. But what I'm saying is, in the bigger picture, right, there are other things that you can have. Anybody can get up and go and move to these countries. Any one of you that are in my audience, anyone that follows me, that comes to my lives, you don't have to have this shit life that some people have got. You know, you don't have to have that. Start like now with one little thing and make it so good and be so proud of it that it's just going to sell itself, you know, and build from that, and carry on learning. That's the main thing. Carry on learning the skills that you need online to make you independent, financially independent, and learn more about you, about what you want, and like what you actually and what you need. So when it comes to things like manifestation and stuff like this, right, I say to myself, I have goals, I have financial goals that I have, and literally I will sit up all night working things out if I'm not hitting them, because it's a me thing. If it's your business and it's not working, I go, right, well, what have I done? What haven't I done? Why don't I try this? Why don't I try that? I prefer that challenge way more than having to hold my hand out for you know what, and just made to feel bad about it, because I don't think it's the nicest place to be. Roxy, this is where I am. You don't have to be, Roxy. I will also say as well, right, I did not pull myself out of depression alone. I did not. The only person that I think fundamentally helped me was my therapist at Steps to Wellbeing. And you can refer yourself to Steps to Wellbeing. You don't have to go through your doctor. Just go Steps to Wellbeing. Where I live, actually, I should say that I've realised it is not available everywhere, but where I live, it is available, and you can just self-refer. And it's really nice because you actually get to speak to a therapist that really understands mental health and really understands these other things, and like will help you. That's all I'm going to say. Don't listen to the bad stories about therapists, because at this level you need someone that understands mental health and has the capability and the skill set to teach you to deal with whatever it is that you're doing or not doing, right? And most counsellors are quite, you know, they do a lot of training. So I would definitely encourage people to do that. Matthew, hi Matthew, enjoying your live stream and of course your social media channels. How to create a business plan. Yes, Matthew, the 365 plan, if I show you the 365 is a personalized let me grab up something from one of my masters. So I'm that quietly confident but committed to anybody that I work with, their success, that the plan is written down. I write everything down. People, when people join the 365 plan, if I go to here, let me show you, have a personalized plan. So this will be for business, niche audience, content marketing, the product, how they sell it. I have obviously a special theology and a method that I have used to build brands. This is one of my brands, so I'll show you here. And that, so this is one of my brands. It's registered in the UK and in the US. This is just one of them. So this is nothing to do with obviously teaching people how to start a business, right? It's a digital product brand, predominantly educational one, and I show people how to basically create their own business based on their niche. So go to the plan. Everybody will be let me grab the right screen. Here. There we go. So they get first of all, I do a personal analysis. So I do an analysis of the niche and the business that they want to go into. And then they have like this personalized analysis report. It can be like 45 pages, 50 pages, sometimes it's 100 pages, and their whole business is based around this plan. That's why it's called the 365 plan. So inside the report is a plan of every single aspect of their business that they need to go through within their niche. So I mean, there are lots of different people, right? So I've got one lady, so the Nursepreneur is one of my customers. So this is a lady that has come from the nursing background. She's a qualified nurse. She's actually a CEO as well of a dementia care business as well. And that she wants when you're talking about consulting, what she wants to do is that she wants to help nurses quit the burnout from the 9 to 5 from the NHS, sorry, and to create an online business within that niche, right? So I'm helping her do that. That's the business that she is doing, and she wants it to be automated as much as possible because she already has a dementia care unit that she owns. So that is what we're doing. And then obviously I actually write books for people if they need it on certain things within then. So I've written it for her in particular on nursing niches, because I know she's going to be working with that niche. I've then provided her potentially with another business for that. So yeah, I do. Yeah, that's what people get. It's not, Matthew, to be clear, the 365 plan isn't like a course that people just go alone. So they have weekly and monthly meetings with me online, and the goal part really is, one, to help them set up their online business, two, make sure it's working. So every single month there are different things that we are doing in that business to make, to help them earn income. And then obviously the income. So I like to get people to 5 and 10k months and then beyond that, by understanding their business and building their pipeline. What I do with virtual support for the mental health community, being a certified peer support worker specialist. With virtual support for the mental health community, being a certified, yeah, I mean, definitely, because of where I've worked, I've got quite a lot of mental health credentials. I help anybody really. It's not just people with mental health, but a lot of people have mental health. So but yeah, but business skills obviously is really important too. So hopefully you've got some good business skills as well, to help them as well. But yeah, definitely. So there we go. Right, guys, sorry, let me have a look over on here. Roxy, waiting for my appointment next week. You will get there, my lovely. Aisha, let me go to you, lovely. Let me see what I can do to help you. Aisha, I'm gonna log in to, let me log into your membership. Aisha, is it can you please message me on TikTok your email, because I'm not going to remember your email, or even the full name. Let me just see if I can find it under Aisha, because some people have a social media name different to what they pay with. It's not letting me search. Hang on a moment. And let's do yours. Let's do yours. Oh, Facebook notification. Facebook, you are so not my fan right now. Aisha. Yeah, Ayesha, that's not coming up. So can you please message it to me, my lovely? Just so I can know, because it's not coming up under what I've got. Let's go. Matthew, you probably want to start with the business bundle first of all. I would definitely start with that. You get the masterclass that comes with that, which I teach live on Sunday and Wednesdays. Conscientious PR. Okay, I found it. Yeah, check your junk. Sapphire Chocolates, my lovely. If you're watching, I've seen your TikTok about your business not doing very well, and I have a brand that could definitely do with your service. So maybe, yeah, I saw your TikTok. You have a product that I would love to incorporate into one of my brands. So I will definitely be in contact with you. Thank you. So send us your info. Ayesha, can you send this to me, please? Lovely. Hi, Zaina. Let me have a look on another. Let me have a look on and see if I can find it. Eleanor, you are. Eleanor, let me add you. Eleanor, you can email from me now. Let's add you. Go chat. Tell what you're thinking. Tell me what you're thinking. I should definitely have my laptop next time when I'm doing this, because maybe the different systems I'm using is draining probably YTube. So Eleanor, you are going to get an email from me now with login details. So grab that one. It's coming right now. Welcome to the Business Bundle, besties. It is coming now. Well done, Eleanor. Please do come along. Come along to the masterclass this Sunday. If you can't do this Sunday, don't worry. Or come on Wednesday if Wednesdays are better for you. It's Matthew is on sale, so if that helps you. Marlon, this one's for you. Marlon, you're going to be getting an email from me now as well. Let's do this. Chat, YouTube and TikTok. Tell me which country you like the most. Do you want to return to the UK? Oh, maybe you are retired. Or do you want to retire in somewhere else? Mrs. Jack Jones. Let me see. I can see your log here. Let me see. Okay, Miss Jack Jones, I'm going to reply now. I can see from the log. I have a log of everything. So I know exactly who's accessed what time. Come on, guys. I'm the content coach. I look at everything. I analyze everything, obviously. So even on the level of you sending an email, me sending an email, I analyze the copy I use, the headlines I use, who's opened it, when they opened it, did they open it straight away, did you click on anything in there? Like, I'm like, on this level, there is going to be no flies. So I can see from the log that you access both bundles, in fact, because that is what I'm looking at now. Do you want me to send you a screenshot? The niche workbook is where you need to be. If you have done the niche workbook and you still do not know what your niche is, you must come to the masterclass. If you haven't come to the masterclass, I mean, the masterclass is in there for a reason, to help you. So come along to that. I would love to move abroad in the next few years and would want to upskill on my digital skills. What is your level of skill already? Hi, Zaina. Let me know. Eleanor, thank you for adding me. I'm at the beginning of Eleanor. Did I do you a little thingy? I can't remember if I did you one. Here we go. I'm at the beginning of my online business journey and I definitely want to join the masterclass on Sunday. Oh, Eleanor, you'll love it. Try and have a little flick through of the business bundle, business bundle, the How to Find Your Niche book, because when I'm going through different slides in the business bundle, in the masterclass, I need a break, then it will kind of make sense. Also, if there is any terminology, I must make a note to say this actually at the beginning of the class. If there is any terminology that I am using that people don't understand, just stop and ask me, right? Because, let me just add this to my notes. Okay, because I've been doing this a long time, right? So for me, sometimes I might say not to use typical over complex terminology or terminology that is, everybody might not use because you're new, but then sometimes I do without realizing. So if I do say something, then just go, oh, sorry, what does that mean? There is never a stupid question. For me, no questions are stupid. What for me is a bit silly, I don't want to call anyone stupid, is like being scared to ask a question. Ask the questions, always. Eleanor, my dream is to become self-employed and living in Spain or Portugal within the year. Yeah, exactly. My osteoarthritis just hates the weather in the UK. I'm so ill. Physically, I feel about 80 in the winter because of the weather. It does very well to the UK. So I'm definitely on that one. In actual fact, let's have a little look. I'm kind of between. Because I'm fluent in French and I speak it. And I know I used to live there. My husband was from there, so I really love France. But let's see how important. My next door neighbours have actually just moved to Portugal. Let's have a little look. We all need this little bit of motivation. Hot. The people who are wanting to do my tip, and this is probably why I am still where I am now, right? You know how it is in the UK, right? Everyone is like, I know for the ladies, nails, lips, Botox. Like, guys, you don't need Botox. Just be who you are. All of this stuff, when you get old, your face is gonna look so bad. You don't want to do that. Just eat good food, natural foods, and let it do it for you, right? I live like a student still. I live like a student on a finance level because buying a house cash abroad is going to be the best feeling ever. Cannot wait. Okay, so houses. I think DWP are going to be helping me with that when it comes to my little payout. Don't worry, DWP. I'm going to have a special placard for you over the door. Oh, darling. Right, let's go to the lowest price. So in Portugal now, where are you going to, Eleanor? Let's motivate Eleanor and anybody else if you're not Portugal. Where we move back. Here we go. So we've got, you can have an apartment. We don't want timeshares. Let me go to a house. We want a little house. Do you want a house? Eleanor, tell me, do you want a house or do you want an apartment? Oh, I did actually at one point. I used to work. I used to be a translator for English people by apps. Land for some bloody forest for £2,000. Look at that. You could buy a forest, and then you could literally this, guys. If you dead set and you were broke ass, you could buy this for £3,000 in Portugal, get a tiny land outright, home on it. It's non-developable. Okay, so a tiny home uploaded would be fine. And Bob's your uncle. Maybe in Faro. My brother and friend might move with me and we'll stay together. Oh. I'd love, do you know, oh, Matthew, I have a crush on Sardinia. I literally have a crush on Sardinia. America scares me. There's too much crime. Canada, I just have like murderers living in log cabins chopping people up when I think of Canada. I don't know why. Just like let's go. Let's see what's happening in Faro. Here's what you need. If you're why do you have your why? When people say they want to do this. Someone says 1.5. 5. 5. Let's go to filters. I think your this website could do with a little bit of I'm clicking on filters. Right, I want house. Right, let's see what it comes up with. All right, reload. Showed. Let's reload. Hi, Bougie. For people that have got no digital skills and they are beginners over on TT, this is where you want to start. Please start with this because this is on sale whilst I'm live. It will give you a very good idea of of the different things you can do. You don't need to have loads of digital skills for certain things. So lots of people overcomplicate the process. Canva is easy to use. I teach everyone how to use everything, especially in a 365. And if there's something that isn't in there, then I will go and record it for them and do it for them. So people different. People are all at different levels of as well. But you do not need to be like a web designer, a coder, and a developer, and all of this stuff to earn money online with your own digital business. You don't. And also, I will go as far to say that This is a bit expensive for Faro. You've got expensive taste, Eleanor. It seems to be the most expensive page so far. Let me have a little look. I'm at the lowest price. Right, let's do like we want to like broadcast. I always start with broadcast search. So this is very expensive. Yeah, your customers care about results, right? Whatever you're doing online, it's the results that matter. So your customers will excuse you not being the best at web design. I know people, right, that are multiple billionaires, earn a lot of money. I'm therefore appalled, like so bad. That's the web page, right? It's really bad. Why are they successful? Because they're good at the other things, right? So why is someone buying from you? Like, you might be a life coach, okay? Let me just flip back to this. You might be a life coach. I see my son's been looking up Ricardo, whatever. You might be a life coach. Your skills might be in helping people overcome rebuilding their life, or finding purpose in their life, for example, after grief, or after divorce, or after a bad health issue, for example. And you might be so good at that, like, people will be ripping your right arm off for it. People are not going to care how good your web page is. I am actually very good at designing web pages myself, and I do it for everyone in the 365 plan. But the 365 plan doesn't even have a funnel, doesn't even have a web page. I think I said that today already. Why do people want to join it? Because they can. I don't hide what I've done. I don't brag about it either. I can't get everything I've done in 2 lines on TikTok. It's just not working. But people know I will get results. And if someone's really, like, if any one of my customers is struggling with something and it's in my remit, then I make it my business to solve it. So I'm a problem fixer. And that is one of the big things between coaching and just selling a course. In America, everybody has coaches. Like, they have coaches for everything. I can actually do an ebook on all the different things. Why? Because coaching gives people that different level of support, advice, instruction, mentorship that a course just doesn't give. And like, that personal connection is so important, because that is what transforms. That's where the transformation is, right? So when you have a conversation with someone and you're really struggling with something, and someone tells you some things, and you're going, oh my God, that's it. That aha moment, right? That they've helped you out. That is priceless, because it's at that point you've transformed. You've made a transformation in someone's life. And that is really what I do in my niche. I can't do it for everything, but in my niche, I can definitely do that. Because people tell me so. So, yeah. I don't have to stay in Faro. Faro does seem expensive from what I've seen. Are you able to coach and assist with understanding the implications for license and copyright? Yes, Eleanor. So I've got a team anyway of copyright lawyers. Yeah, if you look, I will give you an example. Some people might have missed this, I don't know, but there is a lot of that goes on. So you might, on the 365 plan, there is coaching. It's a whole, I do in the 365 plan, people can choose to have group coaching or one-to-one coaching. It's up to whatever fits with you. My one-to-one coaching is seriously limited, I will say, very limited now, because I don't, like, my whole week is not dealt with that, because I run my own businesses and brands. And I don't have like huge availability for it, to be honest with you, but I do have some left, but I don't have a lot. But there is still group coaching. I'm so pleased you brought this up. So the implications for licensing and copyright, a digital product, okay, in the 365 plan, there is a whole section on legalities because unfortunately we have this thing called private label rights in the digital world. So private label rights are where people can buy something digitally, download it, edit it, rebrand it, and make it their own. There is nothing wrong with that if that product has been designed for that purpose, it is sold for that purpose, bought for that purpose. But obviously, in order to do that, there is an element of work, legal commitment that needs to come from the buyer. Unfortunately, people are lazy, right? And when people see something that is selling or doing well, they will try and mimic it and pass it off as their own, which is in actual fact illegal. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Books for badges. When one and Amazon, I was elated, obviously. I had about 3 days of joy from that before some stupid person thought they were going to try and make money out of it by claiming that I had stole an idea or the whole actual idea of Baguette Bear from them. So how did I deal with this? And this is something I do go deeply into. Anything or in the 365 plan, anything I create is done digitally now. At the time, I was lucky because I had everything drawn out. So this went back to when my kids were like 1 and 2. They're like over 20 now. And that's where the idea from Baguette Bear came from. So I had collages and drawings and things from that time period where I'd taken pictures, I'd uploaded, so pictures are digitally encoded. I uploaded everything like on my personal social media. Everything I do is trademark, absolutely everything. I won't even a business idea that I'm interested in, and I won't put up a website or do anything unless I've trademarked it for a start. There's a difference between trademark law and copyright law and intellectual law. So trademarks are territorial, and intellectual copyright and intellectual ownership are worldwide, and that process starts and the protection starts from the creation. And people get this wrong. If you can prove that you did something or you created something on a certain day and it's encoded, it's in your files, and you have like a little bit of other stuff to go with it as well, because of course anybody could download a file and then make out that they had it first. So you do have to have other elements as well, which I do go into. But on this level, there is no bullshitting. I mean, it took my lawyers like 2 emails and the person like backed off straight away. I mean, but the freaking cheek of it. They thought that they were going to... I had all of my books taken down by Amazon, by the way, at the time. So all of my books were suspended because of this. Then they obviously got... I put forward all of my proof, which was voluminous. I mean, I'm a stickler for stuff like this. Yeah, they did back down. But they were expecting to get a percentage of all my profits and all of this shit, which is just not happening. So yeah, very, very good indeed. So lawyers at that level are worth their weight in gold. It is definitely worth having good lawyers. I mean, I don't mind sharing my lawyers with people at that level inside the 365 program. But yeah, you do have to have this. You do have to know the law, and you do need to make sure you're protected, because you will get people that are trying to wrongfully scam you, basically. Thank you, Matthew. Are you as well? So yeah, Eleanor, I hope that answers your question, my lovely. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. It's nearly 1 o'clock. I didn't even realise. Thank you for sharing the live. Oh, Bougie, let me answer your question. I've got experience in hairdressing and pop-up coffee shop. Bougie, get the business bundle and come to the masterclass, because in your niche as well, particular people always go, I can't do anything, and there is so much you can do. I'm the actually that comes from the same niche as you, that has done or is in the process of doing their online business, so you can definitely switch so easy. Like online, you need the online, so go to the Stan store and then choose the online business bundle. That's the one you need. Christine, let me add on a minute, my lovely. Let's add you to the business bundle, besties. And what are my besties going to be, by the way? What are we doing today? Let me know. Yeah. Eleanor, if it helps, you need to have Google is going to be your best friend. I have a special area in my Google Drive which like my lawyers can access at any time, and things like this, they're like it's just because when it goes to doing something legally like this, the first thing they're going to ask you for is all this information. So I just, as a process now, I have a system and I put it all in there, and then I just share the link and they're good to go, and that's it. These sorts of things you have to nip in the bud fast, and the best way is to make sure you've got all your information in place. There's always going to be that person that tries, right? So hopefully not, and like be pretty honest about what happens. So that's why the other day I did. So one of the things I sometimes get, not it too often, but I do get it, is that someone will buy the business bundle. They'll go through the whole thing. They'll download everything. They'll do it all. And then they'll send me an email going, there's something wrong with this or that. I can't access it. I want a full refund. And then I go and send them a screenshot of the log. Which clearly shows that they're lying through their teeth and they've got into every single thing, and it tells the dates, the times, how long they've been in there, what percentage of things that they've had, everything, and I never hear from those people ever again. Sorry, which sits me down to the ground. So again, why do I do this? Why is the business bundle online? It's not online for that it's not in an online portal for that reason. Although that is a reason that makes it very valuable, and it just stops a lot of the BS. And I really suffer fools very badly. And when people are deliberately trying to rip me off, I'm telling you, I get a very I'm a very polite person, but I get, like, honestly, my inner London girl comes out and I will be lashing you with my tongue. Very precisely. But obviously I don't like to, nobody wants to do that. But the business bundle is online because it's a better user experience. Instead of downloading, you can log in. When people download things, they lose them, they can't find them on their hard drive. Was it on their phone? Was it on their iPad? If it's in the business bundle, they can log in. And then also, if there is anything I want to update, add to it, change, it's easier for me and it's much nicer for them. And it all synchronizes with every other aspect of digital marketing that I do, in order to elevate that or just make it better. Thank you, Matthew. No problem, Matthew. I'm going to be releasing, if anyone is interested in my win over the DWP, I do have on my YouTube channel a playlist called the Justice Journals. And I am going to be, bit by bit, when I'm getting that annoyance level rise in me, that sometimes comes when I think of the Department of Work and Pensions, I am going to be releasing, I might do some this weekend. I might release one video this weekend. So I'm literally going to be showing the Department of Work and Pensions up for what they are, which are barefaced fucking liars. In court, although I did win my case, I had to some of it I didn't win, right? One part in particular that I didn't win, I was fired for a book on self-employment that I wrote and was unpublished 2 years before I started working for the Department of Work and Pensions, and at all times it's still unpublished, and I'm going to bloody publish it. I'm going to republish it, and do you know what? I'm going to be republishing it with a big fucking update, DWP, and guess who's going to be featuring in it? It's going to be you guys. And there's just like, let me see. Let me give you a preview. I need to. The Department of Work didn't redo their reductions in court. So basically, they published the name and the full names of universal credit claimants and their national insurance numbers. A total breach of GDPR. And these complete two bits have got the freaking cheek after doing that to stand up in court and try and call me out for a fucking book that isn't even published. Not only do you not get your own facts wrong, but you got mine wrong as well. I still got fired for it, guys. I still got fired for it. Not that I'm at all bothered at all. I'm bothered about the fact that what is that you stood up in court and lied, and I don't know what the judge was looking at. I don't want to call a judge liar, but what you guys were looking at, Jesus Christ. But don't worry, because I'm going to let the whole of the world wide know exactly what you were looking at. Let me just see. I'll just see if I can give you a preview. I'm just going to double check my screens here that I'm not sharing something I shouldn't be. We'll have a little YouTube. I took the DWP principle and principle 11 I won on. There is a whole misjustice that happens somewhere with this thing. I don't believe they have issues about their breach of GDPR. Low into. Sorry, chat. Bear with me. I'm just waiting for my screens to load. I'm on Universal Credit and I want to start up my own business. Loads of help in the business bundle here, which is on sale for £35. There is a section on starting a business on Universal Credit, which is going to do you. You can also watch the Start a Business on Universal Credit tutorial. Oh, thank you, Matthew. When did you? Matthew Altau. Okay, Matthew, hold up. I'm going to add you to the I'm going to add you to the live portal now. So into what you've got, what for YouTube. Watch out for an email coming from me. There we go. That one is incoming. Check your emails now. Welcome to the Business Bundle Besties. Guys, I'm going to be giving you a preview as well. So bear with me. Okay. Let's go back to... Let me upload my evidence. Boom, biddy, boom, biddy, boom, biddy, boom. Let me just get my piece to reduct. I think you really did mess with the wrong person here. If anyone thought I was not going to be talking about this, that's a serious mistake. Right, let's get a square, just so we can block out the big black names. So guys, I'm about to give you one piece of evidence. Let me see. Highlight blocks. No, I don't want the highlight blocks. What I want is, why can I not see? Oh, that's what I want. Hi, Claire. Why is Canva being so naughty? Right, let's go with that one. Is that black? Let's change that one to black. Okay, so I'm just going to do this, guys, and show you my gem update, which is for the work mentions. What is going on with this? Oh, I see what I need to do in a minute. Sorry, I was having a blip there. I was wondering, why isn't this working? So I need to remove. This might be a bit more complex than I thought. To layer that. Why can't I layer this? Right, hang on a minute. Let me start a new file up. What's going on? Make sure you come. Make sure you come to the masterclass on. Make sure you come to the masterclass on Sunday. Right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end my live. I'm going to have a little break because I want to be able to reduct this correctly, and then I will go live and then I will show you. And I'll grab a coffee as well in the meantime, because I don't want to do something in haste. Heaven forbid I do anything like that in haste. I want to be able to do something correctly, and then I will show you the irony and the barefaced lies that I had to do with. Oh dear. So let's say we'll do that about 2 o'clock, guys. All right. So if anybody wants to see that, at 2 o'clock I'll be live and you'll be able to see it. Right. If anyone has any more questions, let me know. Thank you, Eleanor. Hi, Karan. How are you, my lovely? Karan. From the other side of the world. How are you, Karan? Right, guys, I want to take a break. 2 o'clock, and I will go live very quickly. Until then, have a great day and grab some coffee. Goodbye.